Hi everyone, this is Hiba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be sharing the new kits and add-on stamp sets that released at Studio Calico. And today is July 1st, 2022. I'm going to be sharing the add-on stamp sets first, and then we'll get into the kits. But these kits are beautiful, and the add-on stamp sets as well. So let's start with the add-on stamp sets. You guys know how much I love my numbers and alphas, and these are beautiful. They go really well with the stamp subscription. It is bold, they're big, I love it. I can't wait to use that. That's going to be a perfect stamp set to use in my daily journal. This next stamp set is all about birthdays. I have to play with this one. There's a cat, and then there's glasses. I'm thinking these are like little party hats that you can add on the cat, maybe a balloon. I'm not sure. I have to play with this. I always try to play with buildable stamps before I stamp them in my journals or in my planner or whatever. But this one is one of those that I think you can kind of use these little fillers to add color to your title and things like that. I really like this. I'm excited to try it out. Now, this is another buildable stamp, and I can't wait to use this. So basically, you stamp the circle or the square, and then you use these little stamps that say photo, capture, today, breathe, details, and you kind of stamp it right in the center of your circle, so it halves your circle. And either you can add one of these icons or the leaves, the popsicle. I really like this. Or you could kind of journal if you wanted to. These are going to be perfect to add little embellishing to your photos. And again, I never mentioned this, but you should always check out Studio Calico's gallery, where you can see how the creative team used these stamps to give you ideas before you purchase it. And sometimes I always fall in love with a stamp after I see somebody use it. So I definitely recommend to check out the gallery. It's on Studio Calico's website. And this is another buildable. So basically you stamp this out and fill it out with either dots or the lines, and then you can kind of fill it out with today, the days of the week. This is another perfect example of a stamp that I could use in my daily journal to document the days of the week, either add the number or add some of these fun icons. But I'm hoping to get to these add-on stamp sets and probably share them in the gallery at Studio Calico. But those are the add-on stamp sets. Let's take a look at the subscription stamp. So like I said earlier, the subscription stamp set goes really well with that number stamp set that I shared earlier. So this one, it's the same font, boldness, all that good stuff. So you can definitely, if you are a subscriber to the stamp kit, you can definitely grab the numbers as well as an add-on. But I really love these alphas. They are just so bold, and I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with this in my projects, especially my traveler's notebooks. This is going to be like a bold title. If I just want to stamp out one word, this will be perfect for that. But I'm excited about that one. And now we can move on to our traveler's notebook kit. So the traveler's notebook kit is beautiful. I'm gonna remove all the plastic and everything, so you don't have to like go through that with me, and then we can look through the notebook. Okay, so this month's traveler's notebook comes with some washi tape, which is so colorful and very summer-like. I really like this. It's so different than anything I've gotten from Studio Calico, and I love that kind of fluorescent green. It's just so bright and beautiful. You get this little pack of leaf acetates. These are so fun. I love using acetates, especially when I have them in different colors like these. I think these are great little add-ons to add to any project. And I think this is going to be fun to document some pool photos there. You also get a 3x4 stamp set. I'm a big lover of basic stamps. I think I use these stamps more than I use anything that's extra basically, but I really like this basic stamp. These are perfect for traveler's notebooks. So you can kind of use the lines to add a quote or to focus on your journaling. And then you have obviously some prompts as well. Really good and fun stamp set there. You get some puffy stickers. Love the seahorses, so adorable. Then you have the best day of summer. Just let it flow. Some seashells. That's fun. Some alphas. These alphas are so cute. They're very small. I don't want to take that out, but I don't know if you can see that. They're pretty small, which I really like, but I'm excited to use these because I like that they're craft and they'll go with everything and anything I document, especially if I use like a busy pattern. Those alphas are going to be perfect for that. You get some labels in different colors, rainbow colors. Really pretty. And let's take a quick look into our notebook here. The notebook is as gorgeous, very colorful, and very summer-like. Such fun patterns, and I'm so excited to work in this traveler's notebook and document summer. So that is our traveler's notebook kit. Let's move on and check out our documenter kit for the month. Okay, let's take a look at the documenter kit. I'm gonna start with the number chipboards. Studio Calico did these number chipboards a while back, but with a different font, different colors, and I was obsessed. I bought a bunch of them. I use them in so many different projects. So I'm so excited that they came up with a different font and a different style. So excited for these. I'm going to try really hard not to hoard them, but they are just so beautiful. You get the little July wood veneer in pink. I got asked a bunch of times what I've been using these for. I haven't used mine yet. I might go back into my Project Life album and probably like throw them into a layout or something. I'm not sure. I haven't decided, but I really, really like them and I have to figure out a way to use them. You also get those leaves acetates. These are going to be so much fun. I like that I have 2 packs of those and I can use them on different projects and layouts. You get your 3x4 stamp set and it has summer days, some palm trees, paradise, my happy place. And this stamp set goes so well with the cards and these beautiful chipboards. I am in love with these chipboards. You have some frames. It's been a while since Studio Calico did chipboard frames, and I'm so excited to see that they're back doing those frames. Those are some of my favorites. I used to like use those in a heartbeat when they did make chipboard frames. But anyways, you have my favorite, beautiful, just going with the flow, sunshine. Really love the chipboards for this month's release. You also get the labels and the alpha stickers. And let's take a look at our cards. So I'm going to start with the 4x6s and go through the 3x4s. So that's the Documenter kit. Love the 3x4s. I have some favorites as always. This is so beautiful. I can totally see myself using that for a pool photo, that summer, summer, summer. And I really like this on the menu card. I love the simple ones. This one's gorgeous as well, especially if you're going on vacation to the beach or you live by the beach. I wish I lived by the beach, but I don't. But anyways, those are the 3x4s, 4x6s, and that is the Documenter kit. But anyways, you guys, don't forget, I will be adding all the links for everything I shared down in the description box for you. And if you want to see how I'm going to use the Documenter kit to put a spread together in my 2022 project life, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, let's work in my project life. I'm going to be working on week 20 for 2022. And once I add my photos, I can start going through the new Go With The Flow Documenter kit that released at Studio Calico. So I'm trying to keep my cards as simple as possible. I don't want bright, bright colors just because my photos are very bright and colorful. So I'm trying to mute it down by using muted colors on my cards, if that makes sense. Once I add my cards, I'm going to set my layout aside and start working on week 20. Now, as you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I change my mind a lot. So I'll add a bunch of cards in one pocket. And as I'm working on my layout, I can kind of decide what card goes where. So I don't mind adding a few cards in one spot for now until I start working on my week. So I love this 4x6 card with the little tiny fish. That orange matches really well with the pool tile. So I'm going with it. I'm going to be using the alpha stickers that came with the kit to add week 20. Now this alpha doesn't come with numbers, so I'm just going to spell out 20. And then I'm going to use those beautiful acetate leaves to add a little something in the corner. I want to bring in some of the blue from the pool, so I feel like these leaves do the job. It fits really nicely. So I'm just going to go ahead and add them in the corner. I will use my tiny attacher to staple them down because I hate adding tape to acetate. Even when I use my vellum tape, it works well, but it gets really sticky on the sides. So I just prefer to use my tiny attacher if I can. Now I trimmed down the acetates because they fell on the edge of my card. So I'm just going to use what's left over and add them to the opposite side. I mean, you can't really tell what it is, but I just don't want to throw them away. And it's a great way to add that blue to the opposite corner. Something I really love doing with my 3x4 cards is trimming them down, trying to find different ways to use them on my layout, just so they're not sitting in my stash forever. And this card had summer favorites, and I thought it was perfect to add to my pool photo and just add it to the side to bring in a different color and add a little title for my photo. So I trimmed it down, added it to the edge. And now I'm just using the stamp set from the kit to stamp my happy place. Adding the black ink also helps mute down the colors and just adds an extra title for my spread. I'm moving on. I just want to stamp paradise to this photo of Laith and my niece. Now, when I stamped it, I thought, oh, maybe I can use one of the chipboards. And I do, but I'm going to change my mind later and remove that chipboard. I just felt like the paradise looked better on its own. Now, obviously, I have to add a photo of me reading because I'm always reading. And I thought it would be fun to use this 3x4 card to back up my photo or to frame my photo. So I'm just going to create a little hole for me where I am able to trim around the frame. I find it to be easier when you have a frame like this to just poke a hole in there if you want to. You really don't even have to create an X like I did. But I think it's easier just to use your tiny scissors to go around it and trim it out. I'm just going to frame my photo with it and add it to my layout. I decide on this 3x4 card where it has the book list, a summer book list, and I'm just going to add a little chipboard to it, and I'll come back later and add my journaling. I also will use my chipboard to add some color to this photo of my virtual Peaches craft date We had a blast that day. We literally crafted almost all day and it was so much fun. So I basically just used one of the chipboards to add over my journaling. And then I'm going to use the chipboards, the numbers in the chipboard sheet to create a little cluster for this photo of Stitch turning 2. So this was a total boo-boo. I usually do these collages and add journaling, and I forgot and I printed it before I added my journaling. So I had this whole line of white space, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to use my chipboards to add some color there and create a little cluster, and it worked out pretty good. Moving on to my last 3x4, I'm going to use the stamp set to add some leaves to the corner, just to add a little something to that 3x4 card. Felt like it was missing something, so I bring in some green. I add some leaves to the edges, and obviously I'm going to bring in some black ink to mute everything down. I go back to that 4x6 photo, remove that chipboard, add it to my 3x4 where I'm reading, and then I call my layout done. Easy peasy. Don't forget, today is release day at Studio Calico. I'm going to be adding all the links for everything I used and shared down in the description box for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.